Hello, hello. Here is your easy to follow guide on how to use Instagram stories. So, we are going to open up Instagram to start. I'm using my studio account here, so you can take a look at kind of step by step how I go through it. So, first thing I do is I slide over. You can either do this by literally sliding your phone. I'm putting my finger on the left side of my phone and sliding to the right. Ooh, there we go. Or you can tap if you have not posted a story yet. You can actually tap on your story on your own logo at the top left corner. So I'm going to slide over. You can see me here. All right, so I am going to either record a video or add a video or add a photo or take a photo. So if you want to take a picture or take a video, you are going to tap the white circle for a photo. You can discard it, or you can hold for a video. All right, and as you hold it, it will record it. And as it gets to the final full circle, it will either start over and add another clip, or it might cancel depending on how long the video is. Now, if you want to add a video that you've already taken on your phone, you're going to click that bottom left corner. You're going to upload what you want. For me, I am going to select a couple of images. So I am going to click the select button, and I want to select a photo of myself, a photo of this drink, and a photo of this pond. I'm going to click the little next button. Now I have 3 images to work with here. So if I want to look at each image, I'm going to tap on the right side of the screen, and it's going to take me through each image. If I want to add text, I'm going to click the capital A and the small a, and I'm going to write. I'm just going to put hello for this one. Now, you can change your font by looking at all of these options here. So click on each one. There's tons of different options for you here. Now, on top of that, you can even animate this text. Okay, so if you see at the top bar here, you have lots of options for your text. You can put your margins on. You can change the color of your text by tapping any of these colors. There's more if you swipe over. Yes. And even more, if you hold down on a color, it brings up the whole rainbow. Or if you want to select a color from the screen, you take the little eyedropper and pick where you want your color. You can increase the size of your text and make it smaller. So 2 options there. I'm going to make it nice and big for this one. So from there, I'm going to click that same button again at the top. It's going to take me back to my text options. I can highlight the background of my text by clicking the next one over. And this works for all of your text options. This one actually makes it glow. All right. And then your last option is to animate it. Now, if you click that last button here, it will literally animate your text. So each different font does a different thing. So find the font, play around with it, see what you like best. Tap it in. This one is a typewriter. This one slides up and down. Lots of fun options, okay? So just for the sake of this video, I'm going to turn this off just so it's not too distracting. And we're just going to put this here. I'm going to change the color to white. There we go. So that's how you add text. Now, next thing, all the other fun features of stories. So stories have lots and lots of options for you to use. So on the top right side here, I know everyone's phone is going to be a little bit different, but you're looking for the little smiley face that looks like it's peeling off. That is your sticker emoji. Now in here, you're going to find tons of options for engagement. Okay, so you can tag your location. You can mention somebody. You can also do this by typing it in with the @ symbol like you would in any other post, but this is a great spot to do that. You can add little prompts here, okay? And then Gonna come back in here. So this is where the fun really begins with stories. So you can have your questions area. So this is where you would, ask me a question, send me suggestions, ask me anything, all those types of prompts you can use. I'm just gonna delete it. There we go. Next, you can add music. Now, the music feature, you can type in any song you are looking for. Most of the time, they are available, but be prepared that you might get a warning symbol. Now, this used to not happen with Instagram stories because if Instagram's providing the music, then it's not an issue because they've paid for the copyright purposes of that song. However, Instagram lately has been sending notifications, especially if you're in North America, because other countries are not allowing that song. Because Instagram is a universal platform, you might get a notification saying that your Instagram story, video, etc., is not viewable in a certain country. It's completely okay. Everyone else can see it. You can appeal the video by clicking on your notification, following the instructions, and going from there. The only time that would be an issue is if you uploaded your own song within the video. Okay, so if you're taking a video of something and the audio is actually recording a song in the background, that is when you might find a problem. Okay, so I always suggest to add your own music in. From here, you can do the slider scale. Slider scale, you can pick your own emoji, doesn't have to be what they provide. There's tons of options there, and you have a little plus button so you can add your own as well. Again, ask a question and keep going. The poll. Poll is a great option, especially for businesses to use. Ask a question, yes, no's. I always like to push my responses so that way they're not just a yes or no response, right? So, for instance, are you going to attend the webinar? It's not just yes or no, it is yes, I can't wait for it, but no, I'm going to sign up later. So that way you don't have the option to just completely deny you. All right. So those are some options there for polls. And as you see, anytime I want to get rid of something, I'm dragging it down to the delete button that appears. Quiz options. Great one if you want to do some fun facts about yourself or fun facts about your business. Quizzing if you're an educational based business, lots of options here. Same thing, you can write in your question and add your options. Now, for this one specifically, and same thing for, I think there's a couple other that have it. When you type in, I'm just going to type a bunch of letters here just to give you an option. You can actually select which answer you want to be the correct one. Super easy to change. And you could also change the color of your the base by tapping that top color wheel. So lots of options there. They actually give you some fun suggestions. If you click on that bottom little dice roll, means we're mixing it up and we're going to try out our own things. Yes, so that is how you do our quiz option. Now, some of the ones that I personally use the most are the link and the countdown. The link button, super, super important. If you are an old school Instagram user, especially for businesses, you knew that back in the day, you used to have 10,000 followers in order to get your swipe up. Now, the link is available for anybody that's on Instagram. So you can type in your URL. You have to make sure it's a valid URL. I personally like to copy and paste to make sure there's no typos. And then, so we're just going to use, the studio one here. Oops. I have some shortcuts already made for me, so I don't have to type them all in. And then you can actually change it for the text of the link. So for example, if I'm going to leave this as is, the link is going to show up like this. However, you can tap to change the different colors. If I want to add a link, but I want it to say something like, get your tickets here, register today. You can type this in the sticker text area. So I'm going to put register now. When I click done, now you have that text. All right, so great area to really push and engage your following to actually click on the link. The last thing here is the countdown. The countdown is super, super fun because you can add lots of fun countdowns for either business occasions, events, webinars, all the things. So that is a great spot to do it. Create a countdown. You type in your countdown title. You can set the date and time exactly actually to the minute if you would like. And again, you can change that color on the top. Now, I'm going to cancel this one for a second. And that is how you use all of the stickers. Okay, let's change up our picture. So this section is how you use GIFs, GIFs, however you want to pronounce it. But it's those fun little moving things on the screen. I personally like to use them because it is super engaging. We know with today's day and age, everybody is on their phones 24/7, and we've seen it all. So we want to get people to stop and actually look at what you are offering. So you can click on the most recommended things. This is my studio account, so we have a lot of booty popping things here. But we can type in whatever you're looking for. Now, this can get a little difficult because sometimes you type in a word that you want and it doesn't come up to what you actually want. Um, I personally have found some keywords that I like to use. I like to use little accents within any of my posts. So that can look like just words that I like to use. So if you type in the word words, you can find some great just text to use, right? But what if I just want something to make it look pretty, right? Type in lines. Lots of fun animated lines. So it's not just a single drawn line on your post, right? Lots of options there. You could put flowers. Lots of flower options, right? So lots of options in that GIF area. And when you click on it, so we're going to use this one, you can drag it wherever you want. You can also put two fingers on the screen and zoom in. There we go. And zoom in on it. So that is how you could do that one. All right. Now, there's a couple other features on stories. You can swipe while you are on here. So if we want to skip between each image, we tap. If we want to look at different filters, we can swipe. So by swiping, you're going to see the title comes up on the screen of what filter it is. All right. And then you can also draw. So if you tap on those three dots, you can draw. There's lots of options here. You can increase the size of your marker on the left-hand side. You can change the color, just like I showed you with the text. You can tap anything, swipe over,